Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, if you're in real estate, you know the digital world is just impossibly noisy, right? So today, we're going to dig into a playbook that's all about helping you cut through that chaos. And here's the kicker, it might be a whole lot simpler than you think.
All right, let's just get right to it. This is the question, isn't it? The one that's probably on your mind every single day. With this absolute tidal wave of content out there, how do you make sure your message is the one that actually lands? The one that gets seen and, more importantly, felt by the right people?
And here's the reality of the situation. This is the triple threat we're all facing. First, people's attention is scattered into a million pieces. Second, the algorithms, well, they're kind of making everything look the same, aren't they? They're flattening out all that unique creativity. And third, earning genuine trust, man, that's become the hardest part of the job. So this is our starting point.
So, the big question is, how in the world do you fight back against all that? Well, it starts with our first principle, and it's a game changer. Personality over polish.
Okay, this slide just lays it out so clearly. Look at the left side. That's the old way of thinking. You know, that super polished, super perfect, but honestly, super boring and generic content. And then on the right, that's where the magic is. Content that has a real point of view, some actual personality, that's the goal.
This quote really nails it. It comes from looking at this totally wild collaboration between Liquid Death, the canned water, and ELF Cosmetics. I mean, talk about quirky, right? But it's an absolute masterclass in this idea, because it shows that the product, it's almost not even the point.
So what can we learn from them? Well, for starters, their success had nothing to do with some revolutionary new product. No, it was all about creating a brand identity that was so memorable, so weirdly cool, that people couldn't wait to share it. They got that being a little self-aware, a little funny, felt way more authentic and definitely more unexpected than just another slick ad.
Okay, that brings us to our second big idea, Principle 2, the new discovery funnel. And this one is huge because it's all about figuring out where your clients are dreaming up their future, way before they even think about Googling a realtor.
Think about it. We're all getting a little tired of the shouting, right? The performative posts, the endless stream of AI-generated stuff. And so, platforms that offer a quieter, more genuine space for just discovering things, they're becoming really important. And Pinterest is basically saying, hey, we are the antidote to all that noise. And this is so crucial for you. Gen Z, your future clients, they're on Pinterest figuring out what they even like. They're building their entire aesthetic, pinning their dream home, defining their whole vibe long before they're ready to buy. So this is your chance to get in front of them upstream, to be part of their discovery process, not just another ad that interrupts it.
And if you want to see just how real this upstream influence is, look no further than visual trends like color. Pinterest is already calling its 2026 color palette, and it's all about emotion. So you have this color, wasabi. It's not just a trendy green, it's being pitched as a way to literally inject a feeling of optimism into a space.
And then you've got cool blue. The idea here is that it's a visual cue to just reset, to find a little bit of calm in a world that feels pretty chaotic. You see what's happening? These colors are basically emotional shortcuts.
Or take jade. This one's meant to help sharpen focus. Now, just imagine using that color in a home office you're staging. It's a subtle, subconscious signal to buyers that says, hey, you can be really productive here.
And how about plum noir? That deep, rich color that just signals calm and feeling grounded. It's another perfect example of how your visual choices, your staging, your photos, they can help a buyer feel what it's like to be at home, not just see it.
And last but not least, persimmon. It's all about energy and vitality. And it just drives the point home, right? A simple color choice can literally transform a property from just being a financial asset on a page into a place where someone can really, truly picture their life unfolding.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. We've talked about visual discovery. Now let's talk about expertise. Because your presence on a platform like LinkedIn, it's becoming more important than you could possibly imagine. And for a really surprising reason. It's all about what the AIs are being taught to trust.
So why is that? Well, because these AI systems, like ChatGPT and others, are being built to look for signals of authority. They see a verified profile, they see professional context, they see you writing thoughtful, long-form articles, and they go, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. That content carries serious weight, and it's how your expertise is going to surface in this new AI-powered search world. But, and this is a big but, as much as we lean on these powerful platforms, we absolutely have to talk about our third principle, and that is navigating platform risk. Because things can change, and they can change fast.
I mean, look at this. The situation with X's Grok AI is the perfect cautionary tale. They launch this thing, there's immediate backlash, pressure builds, and then bam, they reverse course. The most important thing to see here is the speed. They went from defending it to locking it down almost overnight. And it wasn't because they had a change of heart. It was because of outside pressure.
And that right there brings us to this absolutely critical concept: platform risk. What does that mean? It means the tools you depend on every single day, your reach on Instagram, your Facebook ad strategy, they could be changed, restricted, or even put behind a paywall tomorrow with no warning. This means that putting all your eggs in one basket, it's not just risky anymore, it's just not an option.
Okay, so we've talked about personality, we've talked about these new discovery funnels, and we've talked about platform risk. So what do we do with all of this? What's the payoff? What does a winning strategy actually look like? The big shift in thinking is right here on this chart. The way forward is not about chasing empty reach metrics, trying to be on every single platform that pops up. No. The real impact, the high-impact play, is building deep, unshakable credibility in the places you choose to be. It's about depth over width every single time.
So let's break it down. Here's your path forward in 4 simple steps. Step 1. Stop trying to be everywhere. Focus on fewer channels and go deep. Step 2. Build up those authority signals. Show your expertise. Step 3. Create content that's not just about a house, but about how people want to live and feel. And step 4, above all else, prioritize consistency and credibility. That becomes your superpower. That's how you cut through the noise.
So I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. In a world that's just getting more and more automated, more and more generic, what is it about your brand that is uniquely, undeniably human? Because that's your secret weapon, the things AI can't fake. Your personality, your real expertise, your ability to connect with another person, that's not just your advantage, that's everything.